Let me ask you something. When was the last time you felt like a child again? Not in the playful, nostalgic way people say, but in that deep, raw way where something triggers you. And suddenly you're not 25, or 35, or 50. You're 7 years old again. You know what I'm talking about. That moment you're overwhelmed with anger and you don't know why. That emptiness that sneaks in even on your best days. That fear of being rejected, or abandoned, that makes no sense now, but feels so real you can't shake it. That isn't just mood swings. That isn't just overreacting. That is your inner child. And here's the truth most people never hear. The child within you never left. They live inside your decisions, inside your habits, inside your relationships. They live in your silence, and in your shouting. Some of you watching this right now have been trying to be an adult for years. You put on the mask. You pretend you've got it all figured out. But deep down, that same scared, hurt, hopeful child is still calling out. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine a boy who grew up hearing, "You'll never be good enough." He grows into a man who works harder than anyone else. He climbs the ladder, chases success, fills his shelves with trophies. And still, he goes to bed at night with that same whisper in his mind. You're not enough. Or think of a little girl who learned that love wasn't safe. Maybe her parents left. Maybe they stayed, but weren't really there. Now she's grown. She dates, she marries, she builds a life. But every time someone gets close, she panics. She clings. She pushes them away. Because her inner child is still terrified of being abandoned. Do you see what I mean? We don't outgrow the child within us. We just bury them. We silence them. We pretend they're gone. But they never are. And here's where it gets even deeper. That child isn't just carrying your pain. They also carry your rawest form of truth. Your imagination. Your playfulness. Your ability to feel joy without shame. All the things you lost when you learned to act like an adult. So let me ask you. What would happen if instead of running from that child, you actually sat down with them? What if you listened to what they had been trying to tell you all along? Because ignoring them only makes the voice louder. The outbursts, the anxiety, the emptiness. That's your child screaming for you to finally notice. And here's the part that might surprise you. Healing your inner child isn't about fixing the past. You can't rewrite what happened. But you can reparent yourself. You can become the person you always needed. You can give yourself the love, the patience, the safety that you were denied. That's the work. And no, it's not easy. It means facing memories you've locked away for years. It means sitting with feelings that make you uncomfortable. It means saying to that small version of you, I see you. I hear you. And I will not abandon you again. And when you do, everything changes. The man chasing approval finally learns to rest. The woman terrified of abandonment finally learns to trust. The anger that once controlled you softens. The fear that once paralyzed you loses its grip. And suddenly, life feels lighter. Not because the pain is erased, but because it is carried differently. Here's the hard truth. Most people will never do this work. They'll keep wearing the mask. They'll keep pretending. And their inner child will keep running the show from the shadows. But you don't have to live like that. So the question is, are you brave enough to face your child within? Because the moment you do, you stop being controlled by your past. And you start writing a new future. And that child, the one you've been ignoring all these years, they've been waiting for you. They're not asking for perfection. They're not asking for endless success. They just want one thing. To finally feel safe with you. Don't keep them waiting. And if this message stirred something in you, then maybe your child within is already speaking. So listen. Heal. And when you do, you'll discover a freedom you never thought possible. Because the truth is simple. When you heal your child within, you don't just heal the past. You unlock the future.